Nutrition programming is a focal point of the John Dau Foundation's medical activities in Duke County, South Sudan. In 2014, conflict displaced millions of people in South Sudan. Those fleeing violence were forced to abandon crops, livestock, and food stores. As a result, millions of internally displaced people were left severely food insecure, which brought South Sudan to the brink of famine. In recent years, the security situation has improved. However, despite this, the looming threat of violence has left hundreds of thousands of people within South Sudan unable to return to their homes and in a state of perpetual displacement. These people are refugees within their own country and are not able to plant crops or raise livestock. Many families rely entirely on humanitarian food programs like those managed by the John Dau Foundation for survival. Duke County is located on the Sud flood basin to the Nile River. 6 months a year, this region is arid and desolate, with the average temperatures reaching over 110 degrees daily. The remainder of the year, the region is flooded, making transportation almost impossible. There is no infrastructure within the area, and movement over land is difficult even at the best of times. This harsh terrain serves to isolate populations from humanitarian services, thereby exacerbating the famine. In recent years, Duke County has been relatively stable and secure. As a result, there has been a rapid influx of internally displaced people in desperate need of food. Where the population of Duke County was once around 60,000 people, it is now over 150,000 and growing. The World Health Organization has declared Duke County at severe risk of famine. The John Dau Foundation partners with UNICEF, the World Food Program, and USAID to manage nutrition and famine relief programs in Duke County. The John Dau Foundation nutrition programs target the two most vulnerable populations at risk of famine: children under the age of 5 and pregnant and lactating women. The unique nutrition needs of these groups means they are highly susceptible to starvation. In Duke County, there are estimated to be 29,000 children under the age of 5 and 14,000 pregnant and lactating women, many of whom would starve without the John Dau Foundation's nutrition programs. To identify a child or pregnant and lactating woman as malnourished, the John Dau Foundation measures the middle upper arm circumference. To conduct this assessment, a special measuring tape is placed on the shoulder, and the distance is measured from the shoulder to the elbow. The middle point of the arm is then identified. The tape measure is then wrapped around the arm at the midpoint, and the circumference of the arm is measured. For a child under 5, if the circumference of the arm is below 11.5 centimeters, showing red on the tape, the child is identified as severely malnourished. If the circumference is between 11.5 to 12.5 centimeters and shows yellow on the tape, the child is moderately malnourished. If the circumference is 12.5 or higher and shows green on the tape, then the child is determined to be healthy. Depending on the child's or mother's nutritional status, the patient receives food rations. The ration is often a nutrient-rich supplement, which commonly is referred to as plumpy nut, which is designed to help children gain a healthy weight. The age, weight, and height of the child will determine the quantity and duration of the ration. If a child is found to be severely malnourished and at imminent risk of death, he or she will be admitted into our medical center and receive 24-hour care to ensure that the patient does not succumb to starvation. While within the John Dau Foundation medical facility, the patient will be treated for any other diseases, such as malaria, which may be exacerbating their nutritional status. The John Dau Foundation's nutrition program has saved thousands of mothers and children from starvation. However, the continued threat of insecurity and the growing drought both indicate that the need for famine relief in South Sudan is present and still growing. Thanks to our supporters and partners, the John Dau Foundation Nutrition Program will continue to expand and allow mothers and children to have the opportunity for a healthy life. Together, we can fight famine in South Sudan.